We repeatedly have to sue the law enforcement agencies of the federal government because they're violating the law on transparency. We have a new lawsuit against the Biden FBI, again, and Justice Department. I just want you to just focus on that. We repeatedly have to sue the law enforcement agencies of the federal government because they're violating the law on transparency. The law enforcers are lawbreakers when it comes to transparency. Usually, not only are they directly breaking the law, but in the case of the Justice Department, they're usually defending, almost always, defending the agencies that are breaking the FOIA law elsewhere. So they break the law, defend the breaking of the law. And in this case, they're hiding records about any payments made by the FBI to Twitter. Yes, did you know the FBI had been paying Twitter? I did know that, but I forgot about it. And so I'm glad our people investigated it when it first came up. That's what I love about Judicial Watch. We don't forget. I may forget, but institutionally we don't forget. And what had happened was in December of 2022, the Twitter files came out. There were a series of reports as independent journalists were given access to documents made available by Elon Musk after he purchased Twitter. And independent journalist did a report on these Twitter files, and his name, the journalist's name was Michael Schellenberger. And he revealed an email which states that the FBI paid Twitter nearly $3.5 million in taxpayer money as, quote, reimbursement for the time spent processing requests from the FBI, unquote, from October 2019 to February 2021. So we wanted to know, tell us about what that money was about. Simple request, right? We got the proverbial hand to the face. That's the story of Judicial Watch. We ask for records, and then we get the hand to the face. And we have to go to court. On January 30th, the FBI claimed it could neither confirm nor deny the existence of the records responsive to your request pursuant to FOIA Exemption B7E, which refers to investigative techniques. So the FBI now when they say they can either confirm or deny the existence of records, that's a CIA trick. And it's not really, to be fair to the CIA, and I don't like to be fair to many federal agencies, but when they say they can't confirm or deny something, it's usually for national security reasons, or at least that's what they're supposed to be using it for. They're saying to us that, look, if we confirm or deny we have a spy in Timbuktu, to deny it tells the bad guy something, and to confirm it tells the bad guy something. So we're not going to say one way or another. We want strategic ambiguity, right? Now the FBI is starting to say that for basic information about the way it operates. For example, in the January 6th craziness, the FBI started scooping up and working with banks to scoop up the private financial data of every American who was in the Washington, D.C. area around January 6th, including everyone from the President of the United States to Supreme Court justices to members of Congress, everyone in the D.C. area they were getting financial data on. And there were leaks in that regard. Bank of America was involved in it, reportedly. And we asked for what's going on there. That was an outrageous violation of privacy under the Fourth Amendment and other provisions of law. And the FBI said, well, we can't confirm or deny we did that. And the court bought into it. And now that's what they're doing, giving money to Twitter to do who knows what. Were they paying Twitter for responding to a subpoena request for them, that they subpoenaed Twitter records of a user? Were they paying Twitter as part of their censorship program to censor Americans? We don't know. And they don't want to even tell us what the money was for, what it was about, or even if they paid it. Now we know they paid it because there's this email dated February 10th, 2021, in which an getting a little ahead of myself. An unidentified Twitter employee tells then Twitter Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker and then General Counsel Sean Edgett that we have collected $3,415,000, more or less, since October 2019! Exclamation point. The email explains that Twitter's Safety, Content, and Law Enforcement Division instituted a reimbursement program in exchange for devoting staff hours to processing requests from the FBI. Now, Baker and Edgett were fired by Elon Musk following his purchase of the social media platform in October 2022. Now, who's Jim Baker, you might ask? He used to be the top lawyer at the FBI under the corrupt James Comey. He was involved in the skullduggerous spying and abuse of Trump, the coordination with Hillary on Russiagate, you name it. And then he's over at Twitter suppressing people who were supportive of Trump and helping Biden. Unbelievable. The notorious relationship between the FBI and Twitter includes millions in taxpayer cash. The Justice Department and FBI's cover-up of this collusion show they have something to hide. Do you agree? I think that's the case. So this censorship just is getting worse and worse. The cover-up is growing. We want to know what the money was for. Congress, do you think Congress is going to figure out what this money was used for? Maybe they will. Maybe they'll follow our lead, as James Comer says they often do. But this is an example of Judicial Watch's work. We just will come on and complain about censorship. We actually file federal lawsuits to uncover the truth behind it so we can hold them accountable and stop it. And of course, this reminds me, we've got the great documentary on the Twitter files, the censorship, Controlled and Censored. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to go to our website right now and watch it. It's about 45 minutes total. You can watch it in bites of 10 minutes or less. Around 10 minutes. There's like 4 sections, 10 minutes or so. And it talks about these Twitter files. So I encourage you to watch it. And we've got many other lawsuits related to Twitter censorship. Not only Twitter censorship, but big tech censorship generally. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.